Easter eggs throughout this car, again, which I will show you. Just keep those in mind. But anyway, next, let's move inside the electric Hummer and let's talk roof. This doesn't have some normal, boring, fixed roof like most vehicles. Instead, it has 4 individually removable roof panels, one over each seat. And you can see when the panels are in place, they're glass, so you can see out, and they're tinted to limit the sun coming into the interior. But if you want to remove the roof panels, you can do so one by one, and it's pretty easy to do. Just flip this latch in the front of the panel. You can see that unlocks the front, and then flip the same latch in the back of the panel. The back part is unlocked, and then you can just lift the roof panel right off. And you can do that to all 4 roof panels, front and rear. And then you have an open air driving experience in your Hummer EV. All of these will come with the 4 removable roof panels. There's no fixed roof models right now, so in addition to being an electric pickup truck, it's also convertible. Now, a couple of interesting things with these roof panels. When you remove them, you can stow them in the vehicle, in the front trunk. Yes, there's a front trunk. We'll get to that in a minute, but each one of these is going to come with bags that you can put each roof panel in, or like some sort of accessory organizer system to make it even easier to get them out and put them back on or take them off. Also worth noting, each one of the roof panels is a different piece. They are not interchangeable, and they're all individually numbered, so you know which one goes where. Also worth mentioning, you can remove this crossbar that goes between the removable roof panels over the front seats. You can see there's a little panel and written on it, Max View Release. If you take a screwdriver and unscrew the little holes next to that, you can undo this little panel. And there are 2 more holes in the back, and then you can remove it and take it off for a full open air experience in the front. Not quite as easy to remove as the
We have hydraulic hood struts. Forgot to mention that there is even a washer to show that off-road pedigree. There is a washer for that front-facing camera. But what do we have underneath the hood? We have naturally aspirated V8 power. If we're comparing this to the Navigator, remember the Navigator uses the EcoBoost engine, that V6 twin turbo. We have the 6.4 liter V8. Look at the touches. This is what they're trying to do with the Wagoneer branding here. Extra touches underneath the hood, born in America. I love that rather than it just saying built, because it really shows the pride that Jeep puts into their Grand Wagoneers and Wagoneers. But look at that pride underneath that tasteful engine cover, 6.4 liter V8. Now, if you think they just pluck the Hemi, the 6.4 liter out of their other Mopar products and just drop it in and don't do anything, that is not true. This one has been specifically tuned for the Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer, so you're looking at 471 horsepower, 455 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to that Torque Flight 8-speed automatic transmission, 0 to 60 in about 5.9 seconds. MPGs are around 13 in the city, 18 on the highway, and the weight of the vehicle comes in at 6,420 pounds. Now, they did do tweaking to the air induction system, the intake, and the exhaust system to help generate the proper amount of power in the proper areas. Love, like I said, seeing that tasteful engine cover, all the inner bits. You know you got that V8 power. I think that was something that when we did the concept vehicle, everybody was hoping and praying and rubbing their little lucky rabbit's foot, which I think there's a rabbit over there, hoping that the V8 is here. Well, guess what it is? Let's fire it up and hear the room.
original came out more than 50 years ago, and it's always been something of a luxury off-roader, but it's become especially luxury in recent years, adding new technology and features and equipment and a long wheelbase body style with some amazing amenities. The new Range Rover comes out for 2022, the first all-new model since 2013. And while it looks somewhat similar on the outside, it is completely redesigned, especially inside, which I'll show you. Now, pricing will start around $105,000, and 2 engines will be available from launch, a 400 horsepower 6-cylinder or a 525 horsepower twin-turbo V8 with a plug-in hybrid on the way soon. And today, I'm gonna show you around the new Range Rover. I won't be able to drive this one because it's a pre-production model and it's not drivable yet, but I can take you on a thorough tour and show you all the quirks and
I would wrap around my spoon when I was a kid, spooning it into my mouth. Because remember, Italians, we use a fork and a spoon to get that spaghetti rolling. But I really like the way they did the LED daytime running lamp, the headlight, and then one of my favorite touches is the side air curtain. I think the way they blended it in was very smart. You can see all those horizontal slots. That's going to clean up the air as it goes down the side of the Tahoe. And you might not think that really does anything, but when you're doing 60 miles an hour down the highway or faster, that's really going to help clean up that air. Now, as we come across the front, we have an RST. Now, if you're saying to yourself, well, what does RST stand for? Really super terrific? Well, this is a really super terrific SUV, but no, it actually stands for Rally Sport Truck. And whenever you hear the term Rally Sport on a Chevrolet product, you're going to get some extra style on the exterior that's going to make people stare and drool at it when you park it in the parking lot at your local mall or grocery store. But on the RST, we have this unique grille. I love the dark chrome finish. You have a blacked out bow tie, a little bit of silver shiny bit around it, but as we drop down, some gloss black, and I really love the way that they kind of alternated. A solid horizontal, and then you have these individual bars. Really gives it a nice look. Down below, this is flat black, and this is fake, so I am gonna zonk this area, but if you notice the width and the way they did the restyle, like I said, it looks 21st century without looking like a GoBot or a Transformer. Now, when we get up onto the hood, always like the way they kind of make a crease and just fold the hood right into the grille. Bold body lines go all the way towards that windshield.
Quite crazy is you've still got all of this space here, and that's with all 7 seats up. So you've got 7 people that can sit in this car plus all of this boot space. That's crazy. So let's take her out of the dungeon down here just so you can see the beautiful interior. What you can do to start up the car is press this on the key, and it responds super quickly. Check out the interior, what lights up when you get into the car. I love how this step comes out, and this is all lit, so you know exactly where you're stepping. And yeah, radiant lighting here quite like that.
An FBI car. These are like the undercover cop cars. It's so badass, isn't it? It's so beastly. Now, let me show you what is going on here in the exterior. Now, you can actually get two like different kind of versions of the Escalade. You can either go luxe, so luxury, or you can go sporty. Now, this one is the sporty one, but it's the top of the range sporty. So this is the Sports Platinum Edition. So with this, you can see everything has been blacked out. See the grille here. Basically, everything is black. It looks as sporty as possible. It's also got special rims on this edition, which I really like. The Luxe Edition looks less, I would say, badass. Come and look at the interior. I love this leather stitching here. So everything again is blacked out, and you've got this special stitching here on the seat that I haven't seen before. You've got speakers in the headrest, and you've actually got, guys, 36 different speakers in this car, so complete surround